Hello and welcome everyone. In the previous video, we looked at the four most important formulas in Excel, which are how to find the product, the sum, how to subtract, and how to divide. In this video, we're going to be looking at some further formulas on how to find the maximum, the average, how to count the if function, the sum if function, the countif function, and minimum. In case you don't understand, maybe starting from here, you're going to understand as the video goes on. So let's have a worksheet like this one. Let's have a table like this one. Yeah, let's just zoom in so that everything is very clear. Okay, so this is ABC School Grade 12 results. We have some marks here, some names, marks of subjects, yes, of course. And we want to analyze this data. We want to find the total. We want to know whether the student passed or failed the subject. We want to know the highest mark the student got, the lowest mark, the average mark, the number of subjects that the student failed, and the number of subjects that the student passed. All right. We also want to find out the highest mark in the subject, the lowest, the average mark, and the number of students that passed that particular subject. So we're going to assume that the pass mark is we're going to assume that the pass mark is 50%. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump right into finding the totals first of all. So in the previous video, we looked at how to find the total, which is the sum. And that's very easy. We're simply adding. So here we simply say equals sum, and we can open bracket. We can simply click. We want to add Enoch's results for the 5 subjects to that. This formula should be very easy because we did it in the previous video. If you can't, if you don't understand the formula, you can simply look at the previous video. And then in the previous video, I said you can simply drag your formula by holding the bottom right corner of your cell, but you can also just double click to copy the formula throughout. All right, so that should be very easy. And I guess you can see here we have numbers supposed to go up to the number of students that are there: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But we're going to use a formula to do this. So in that cell, we're just going to get rid of that so that we can remain with 1. We simply want to count up to 10. So we're simply going to use our addition formula. We can simply say equals that cell plus 1, and we press enter. So it gives us 2, and we can simply double click there, and it gives us all the numbers that we need. So if you've got 1000 entries, you can still do it just within seconds. Okay, so we're going to do this one as the last formula. Let's look at the easier ones, like the average mark, the lowest mark, the highest mark. So the highest mark is also very easy to find. We simply say equals max. All right, so I want to find the maximum. All right, so equals max, and we simply start from there. So we're finding the maximum of this range from C4 to G4. All right, and we do that and press enter. So the highest mark that Enoch got was 90, which is right here. Okay, and then we can simply double click to find out for the other students. All right, so that should be very easy. Then we can go for the lowest mark. So try to guess what keyword we use. So here we simply use mean because we're trying to find the minimum. So we simply say mean from there to there, and we simply close and press enter. We go there, double click. So it's very easy. Average, you simply say equals average, and you open your bracket from there to there, you close, enter. Okay, and we simply just just double click that part. Let's just undo that. All right, just double click. Great. Okay, and now we also want to find the highest of the highest for the subject. So this work should be very easy. You should try it. You should try it out. Now let's go to how we can determine whether the student passed or failed. Remember that our pass mark, we said our pass mark is equal to 50. Okay, so if a student gets above 50, they've passed. If a student gets 50 or below, they have failed. Okay, so we're simply going to say equals, and this time we're going to initiate our if function. So we simply say if, all right, open bracket. So I guess you can see Excel actually shows you how the formula is supposed to be, the syntax of the formula, and that should be very easy for you. So our logical test is simply more like our condition. So what do we want to find out? We want to find out if this cell is greater than 50. Okay, so we have the logical test there. Now I guess you can see we have some commas there. After the logical test we have to put a comma, so we simply press comma, and you can see to say now we need to enter the value if true, then later on we'll enter the value if false. So what do we want Excel to tell us if the value is greater than 50? Okay, so what we want it to tell us is the student passed. So we simply say pass, all right, and we simply say comma to now enter the value if the condition is false. So if the condition is true, it means that the student here has really passed and it will show us pass. And if the student failed, then yeah, it's going to show us fail. So we simply press enter. And sorry, don't forget to include your don't forget to include your quotation marks. Yeah, you simply just do that. All right, so now we got it. So this is not greater than 50. It is 50. It is equal to 50. So unless you want a situation where you say if a student got 50 or above, right? So if you want to say a student got 50 or above, it means that the passed, then you can simply include an equal to sign there. So you can say greater than or equal to 50, like that, and it changes to pass. So I guess you can see that very easy. And we can simply just double click to find out for the other students. So I guess you can see that this is actually very easy. Now, we want to count how many um, how many subjects the student passed. All right, how many subjects did the student pass? So we can easily do that with our eyes, yes, of course, but imagine you've got so many entries. So that's why we need to learn all these formulas. So we can simply say equals count, okay, like that. And we simply input the range, all right? So, sorry, not count, but count if, yeah. And then we include the range now. So we're counting if in this range, there's a mark, each mark that is greater than, so include your inverted commas there. This is now more like Excel calls it the criteria, but we can simply call it the condition. So if um, greater than 50, we're counting no failed, so less than 50. So less than, or actually let's just say less than 50, yeah, and we include that and press enter. So I guess you can see this student didn't fail um, any test, right, or whatever these for exams. So you can simply just double click. Yeah, so this student failed one, you can find it, it's right there. This student failed four. Wow, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This student failed two, which is these two here. So I guess you can see, you can just like check to confirm, but Excel will not lie as long as you entered the exact formula, the correct formula. And then next, we want to find out the number of subjects that the student passed. Okay, so we can simply include our formula. You can try it before I enter it, but I'm going straight right into entering the formula now. Or you can just pause the video and try it before I go ahead. So that's equal to we want to find the number of subjects that the student passed. So we simply say count if, open bracket, the range is that from there to there, comma, and now passing means that the student got greater than or equal to 50. So we simply say greater than or equal to 50 like that, and we simply close our bracket and press. Oh, don't forget to include your inverted commas since I'm forgetting them today. So don't forget to do that and press enter. So I guess you've seen where I'm editing my formula from. Yeah, so this student passed 5, passed 5, passed 4, passed 2, passed 3. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so that's very easy. Now, I would like you to try these out. Okay, so you're finding the highest in this subject. You're also finding the highest in that subject, and that subject, and that subject, and that subject. So let me help you with just one, like for example, this one. So we simply say equals, we want to find the highest. So we simply say max, and we open our bracket, and we're simply going to enter from there to, this time we're going down. So we can even just do that. We can just highlight and yeah, up to there. So the maximum here is 99. That's the highest. And we can simply just sorry, we're not double clicking this time. We're not going down. We are going this side. So we want to, yeah. So I guess you can see in biology, the highest was 99. The highest in chemistry was 98. The highest in, yeah. So I guess you can see that. And I want you to find the rest, including the number of students who passed. All right, so thanks for watching this video and see you in the next one.